NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. Deshaun Watson and the Houston Texans versus Cam Newton and the Las Vegas Raiders.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, they can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. They'll have Cam Newton calling the shots, the big man under center at 6'5", nearly 250 pounds.
And I think it's safe to say that, and I heard him say it in the post-game press conference, that was a team win last week because he didn't really play up to his normal standards, throwing 2 interceptions.
No touchdown.
Yeah, didn't offset it at all, but the team found a way to get it done.
Newton on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
First down, Raiders.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton. Reception here by Ruggs. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line.
First down, Las Vegas.
Jacobs now. Snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. They can't stop it.
For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine, ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that speed in evidence there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run it with Jacobs. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback land on you. He did that very well.
You praised him. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now comes Deshaun Watson, ready to captain the ship here for this Houston offense.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On the option, here's Watson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And that is incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it's enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line. Now a carry for Jacobs. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On first down, Jacobs. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then dropped just inside of the 20. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Out of the gun, Newton. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
There's not much as perfect to take, but that's as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8-ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Here's McCray now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs.
Come on now.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Bring it, baby, bring it.
And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And 10 at the 44-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Right back to Edwards-Helaire on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Fights him off. Still on his feet. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
Guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 50, Newton. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. And now out comes Houston. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. Call it a loss of 8 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On the run, he'll let this go. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, it's Watson. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A final shot before the break. Watson, he's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. And welcome in everybody to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Time for a look around the NFL here in Week 3 of the new year. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And it's the Lions who are out in front as they play the second quarter. Teddy Bridgewater with a touchdown pass. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Colts trying to hold on and claim victory. In our game, it was Cam Newton who led the way in that first half. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. fielded near the back of the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Houston set to take over.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let it pick it up.
The ball is out. Edwards-Helaire lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Watson going to run it on the option. And some room to work. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll try and run the option left side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper. A 1st down. They'll try the air now with Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 3 yards to gain there, 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Watson going to try and run it. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
It's a gain
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Had to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans back out there and ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
complete to Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
7-yard line.
And a give this time to the tailback. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now Watson. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the defense got run down.
Which means there had to be good coverage, just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. Oh, and now some space to operate. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Carr going to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And now some concern here as that is Jacobs, who is still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. .4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And all the way down to the 5. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
It's Carr. He's going to rifle one, and this will be caught at the 30. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 1st down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Bonner. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Carr completes it and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. That he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. The Raiders able to extend that advantage. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Raiders.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
I felt his pain, and you knew what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Raiders 24, Texans 9.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Raiders' 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, Watson. And the Raiders have got him. Jannard Avery able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. 3rd and long. It's Watson. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From midfield, here's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 23. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To the air yet again. Watson out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And the Texans are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. 15 yards there on the play as they try to chip away at this 15-point deficit. T. Higgins was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Watson looks to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They will indeed snap it to Watson. This is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for one here and save the possible two-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for two here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And it's good, so that will get them back within one score. That time, a 9-play drive. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Texans scoop it. The 30, 20, 10, and he is in for the score. So how about this? A horrible mistake leads to a defensive touchdown, and a two-point conversion will tie it. A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for two. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They fail to convert and tie the game. Now pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they take a knee. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Las Vegas, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they suffer defeat for the first time as they drop to 2-1. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.